Pana Community Hospital, I couldn't work and live in my hometown.
Without Pana Community Hospital, I would have to travel 3 times a week for my physical therapy.
Without Pana Community Hospital, I miss a lot of school for my orthopedic doctor's appointments.
Without Pana Community Hospital emergency room, I might not be here.
Pana Community Hospital. We'll be here when you need us.
The Vandalia Vandals were looking to cause a little mayhem in Pana on Tuesday night, but there was a new sheriff in town. That, and the Panthers had them laced up and ready to go for this rivalry game. The Vandals opened the contest with a flurry of three-pointers to jump out to a quick 9-0 lead. Pana got on the board with this plant and finish by Brock DeWerf, this Adam Miller 3, and this baseline drive by Jake McLeod. Vandalia, though, would hit its 4th long ball of the first quarter en route to a 16-12 lead after 1. DeWerf would put up 6 more points in the second as the Panthers tried to get both their inside game and their transition game going, but the shots would continue to fall for Vandalia as Garrett McNary drains another 3, Nathan Casey hits a pull-up J, and Blake Morrison hits from beyond the arc for the Vandals' 6-3 of the half. It would give them a 24-18 lead at intermission. It was early in the third when Pana's offense started to click, and it was kickstarted by this throwdown from Seth Bond. That's 2 dunks in the last 2 games for anyone that's counting.
He went and he slammed, and I said, yeah, that's pretty nice to have that little spark, especially whenever you need it. I mean, the guys came out, we played really hard that second half, especially right after halftime. But Seth, that was kind of the icing on the cake to get that, that spark and do a little bit of a fire there for us.
The dunk seemed to inspire the Panther offense as Kyle Lynch knocks down a mid-range shot and then comes up with a swipe and score that gave Pana its first lead. Morrison would step up and connect on yet another three-pointer before Pana's Michael Roebuck would score on a second-chance putback. The two teams found themselves trading points and the lead throughout the third and fourth quarters. A couple of fast break scores looked to set Pana up for the win, but the Vandals would come back and tie it at 41 all on a Kelly Jones free throw with just 42 seconds left. Pana had a chance to close it out in regulation as Kyle Lynch gets the inbound pass, but he just can't get the 15-footer to fall, and we're headed to overtime. Vandalia scored 2 quick buckets to open the overtime period, but Adam Miller answered with a big perimeter shot, and then Kyle Lynch came up clutch on 2 shots from the line with 58 seconds left. Moments later, though, Nathan Casey finds the bottom of the net while also drawing contact in the lane. He would go to the line to convert a 3-point play, and Vandalia would lead by 2. With just 8 seconds left, Pana needed a big play. They went to Nick McMillan, who hits the huge stop and pop to send this thing to second overtime. What a game we've got going.
We kind of ran a ball screen with Adam Miller. Didn't know exactly how they were going to guard it. If they all went on Adam, Nick was going to be open. If not, we had Kyle come to the block and try to get it to him. But Nick's put in more work. Him and Kyle Lynch, I mean, they've been in here all the time. Nick comes in frequently at 6 a.m., stays. I said, Nick, I mean, you made the shot before. I believe in you. He knocked it down.
Pana's Jake McLeod came up big time in the second overtime period as he forced 2 turnovers for steals that resulted in scores, which helped the Panthers build their lead.
You had a couple of really big turnovers in the second overtime that led to some points and got you a lead. What happened on those plays?
I mean, Coach Metzger is just pushing defense for me, and that's my main thing. When I go in, I take care of the ball and then shut down guys on defense, and then look for the outlet guys. And we want to run the ball, so kind of just implementing that and just getting points late in the game and setting the game up for a nice win.
That's not something that necessarily shows up on the stat sheet, but how important is it for you to play that role?
I mean, it's always been pretty big to me. I've never been like the big scoring threat, but I've always been one of the guys that people talk about on defenses, and like coach always wants me to shut down this guy. I'm like, I'll accept the challenge no matter who it is.
McLeod's steals helped give Pana a 3-point lead and forced the Vandals into a fouling situation. Pana took advantage and hit enough free throws down the stretch to win this one 57-50 in double overtime.
You beat your rival Vandalia in a 2 overtime thriller. What's that mean for this team?
It's just huge. Again, 3 straight wins. We just got to keep building. We keep talking about stair steps, getting to our goals, and we took another step here tonight.